Ooh, that looks tasty. Welcome, folks. Today, the Hungry Gamer is at Origins Game Fair with Marshall Britt, Operations Director of Leader Games, which are responsible for Root and Vast, the Mysterious Manor, and he's going to tell us about the hotness.
Yeah, so this is the Root Underworld with the new Underworld expansion factions that are coming out. We've got the Underground Duchy and the Corvid Conspiracy. Each one of these is a brand new faction for Root. They have completely new and different abilities. It's a completely new asymmetric faction. The moles have abilities to tunnel, elect different leaders, and their elected leaders give them a lot of different actions. The Corvid Conspiracy lays down little plot tokens that when they flip up, they get to take actions usually pretty detrimental to their opponents. There's also a little bit of a bluffing mechanism here where if their opponent blows up one of their plot tokens, then they spawn a bunch more warriors. So you have to be careful and not kill the wrong token. We've also got one of the playmats to show off. This is separate from the Kickstarter offering. This is just sort of an item we're offering on the side. But the playmats are double-sided, so we've got the nice lake map, which this is the new lake map. And then on the back side, we've got the mountain map. So you can just flip the playmat over and play
Let's take a look.
Both sides. Indeed. So the mountain map's also got some interesting and new mechanisms, including these little path clearings. So everyone will come with, every Underworld comes with the base map of this, and so you'll have these. If you buy the playmat, they work just as well on that. So these are closing these little mountain passes, and you get one for each of these mountain passes. And players can get points by paying cards to remove these, and then they open up the path between those two clearings. So it's a pretty interesting map in that it changes the landscape of the battle, sort of gives new openings for people, and even just the threat of a new tunnel opening up is sometimes a way to keep people off of moving into your clearing or attacking you, perhaps.
And are the tunnels randomized at the beginning, or do you...
They're always in these positions. You'll have one covered for each location, so every single one starts completely covered. These will both be covered as well. And then as the game goes on, players will be removing them and gaining points for that. We also have the Exiles and Partisans deck. So what this is this is a new deck of cards that does a little bit wackier things with the powers, if that makes sense. The powers have a little bit more swing to them. They've also, some of the powers give factions the abilities of all of the other factions, if that makes sense.
Can we take a look at some of the art on those?
Sure. Let's get you some of the new art. Here's Swap Meet. Swap Meet says once in Birdsong, you may take a random card from another player and then give them a card. So this is something where you get to sort of fix your hand by stealing cards from other players. Let's get you some other new art. This is the Saboteurs artwork. Little bird burning down the clearing.
It's not crazy or anything.
No, not at all. The Tunnels artwork. I really love this.
Whoa.
This is a mole meeting up with one of the bunnies at the bottom of the tunnel there.
And they're going to have a tea party, right?
Indeed.
See, you heard it here, folks. The game is now about tea parties underground.
Indeed. I love this piece a ton. It says Charm Offensive, as you see. At the start of evening, draw a card and choose another player to score a point. You'll notice the little bunny is bringing just some drinks and some pie over. They're just charming the offensive.
Lovely.
Yeah, Kyle's been knocking the art out. It looks amazing. It's unbelievable to see.
And so when will the folks who did not get in on the Kickstarter, though, they can still late pledge, is that accurate?
Correct. You can still late pledge on the back of kit right now. And then we've also, the plan is, after release, which is planned for December, for January 2020 retail.
And so Leader Games also has coming out very soon one of their previous Kickstarters, the Vast, the Mysterious Manor, and I understand we have a copy to check out.
We have some right over here. We can start taking a look at that. So Vast, the Mysterious Manor is the standalone expansion for Vast, the Crystal Caverns. Vast, the Crystal Caverns itself has a few expansions. This is a standalone expansion, meaning you can play this game all by itself. You can also incorporate rules from both games into one another. For Vast, the Mysterious Manor, the players instead this time are playing as the Paladin, the Giant Spider, which the Giant Spider, of course, wouldn't be a Giant Spider unless it could shift forms into 5 multiple Spiderlings, or a Sorcerer that can cast spider spells. And then we've got the Warlock, the Skeletons, and the Manor. And so each player is, just like in Vast, playing one aspect of each part of the game, meaning the setting itself, the manor, you're defining where people go, and you're actually trying to create paths in the house for your ghosts to run through. And you've got this really, really interesting power where you're able to build your engine of movement and flipping tiles and moving tiles and swapping tiles, all while the players are trying to battle with each other. So the paladin's trying to kill the spider's just trying to gain enough terror and escape the manor. The skeletons are trying to kill the paladin, and the warlock has a very interesting set of victory mechanics, but he's essentially just trying to cast curses all over the entire manor. So it's got two different, it's got an expansion called the Haunted Hallways, and that comes with a lot of the different miniature pieces. You can take a couple of these out just to show them off real quick. This is one of the force walls. You can see it's got a face in the wall on both sides, but the wall itself sort of curves in and out on either side. This is one of my favorite miniatures from the game. It's really a beautiful sculpt. I'll also show you one of the fun ones. We've got the giant spider here. He is, well, he's giant. These are the little spiderlings. And
they're
spider
so cute.
casting. Yeah. I mean, spiderlings are adorable, especially when they crawl on your legs, right?
Yeah,
So,
and especially if they're that big.
yeah. And then let's get the mama spider out here, and you can see just a giant spider.
Nice, hairy, and gross.
Hairy and heavy and ready to eat. So that is part of the offering for some of the miniatures are going to be in the expansion, the Haunted Hallways. But for those familiar with Vast, you'll see that we've got your standees with the different skeletons on it and stuff like that. So you'll have your choice of being able to play with either. There's also a wooden meeple set, just in case you're the kind of player who wants the classic wooden meeple set from Vast. We've got that as well. So, and that one's an extra add-on, but it's available on the backer kit. And this one is also available on backer kit for a little bit longer, probably until the end of this weekend, roughly. And then it's coming down very soon. So if you're interested in Vast, you should definitely go and check that part out. This is the last time you get that expansion for free. So I would definitely say do that as well, because that expansion then becomes $40 afterwards or something of that nature. Right?
And so for the poor folks who don't get in on the backer kit in time, when are they going to be able to get a hold of Vast?
I'd be saying the early fall is an easy time to say. I would say early fall. You'll be able to see Vast in retail.
All right, so thank you very much. And now the hard-hitting question. I'll make you pick one. What is your favorite faction in Root?
Oh, well, they're on my business card, so it's definitely the Otters.
Oh, no question.
I love the Otters. The Riverfolk Company is one of the funnest to play because you have to announce your cards and market your own hand to people while you're playing. So you just, hey, I've got this for you. Come on, you want to buy that card.
But I don't want that, sir.
No, you need it. You need it.
Oh, okay. Take everything.
Yeah.
Thank you very much for taking the time.
Thank you.
Have a wonderful, wonderful day.
Enjoy your show.